There's a crescent moon in Leo this morning. It's not an easy time because there's tension in the air. Difficulties that may have been simmering subliminally for some time may come out in the open. But obstacles and problems also always contain the possibility to grow from them. You can see very well what kind of turning point this not so easy situation means for your life. So today's crescent moon is a crisis and an opportunity in one. Rest assured, at the end of the day, the positives outweigh the negatives. Aries. Friends who are interested in psychic and metaphysical matters could visit you today at your home. A lot of fascinating material could be discussed, which may alter your value systems in a subtle but profound way. Don't be surprised if you do more listening than talking on this particular occasion. It's important to soak in as much as you can. Write it down later if you think you might forget it. Taurus. Some fascinating news could come from a friend who's presently out of town. This might be personal in nature, but it more likely involves new discoveries in a field that interests you both. You'll probably want to follow up on it with some research of your own, so be prepared to spend a lot of time in the library or on the net over the next few weeks. Keep careful records. You won't want to forget a thing. Gemini. Today you might be experiencing a bit of restlessness, perhaps because you feel that there is something you ought to be doing, but you aren't sure what. Your mind is sharp, intuitive, and logical, but too many options could be appearing on the horizon, and you might find it difficult to choose between them. Once you decide, however, you're likely to charge on ahead and make a success of whatever you try. Enjoy. Cancer. If this month were a mountain, today is the day you would plant your flag on its summit. But before you go back down into the valley, it might be wise to take a look at the path you took to get there and ahead to your future, especially since you may be a little depressed about not reaching even higher peaks. Not everyone can climb Mount Everest. Perhaps you are in training for an even higher climb to the top. Leo. You will be tested today, so brace yourself for the unexpected. A large piece of your life is coming into question at this time, and you are now being forced to face the music. Is this something that really rings true with your inner being? If it is, you should be able to deal with this challenge without a hitch. If, however, you find yourself struggling, perhaps you should take this as a sign that a major life change needs to be made. Virgo. Not all friendships are the same. You may have learned that the hard way. But that's okay. Today, you may feel like putting your friendships in some kind of order and getting a bit of perspective on things. It's time to figure which of your friends are really there for you when you need them, and which of them show you how much they care about you, and which ones do not. Each kind of friendship can be useful to you in its own way. Don't be afraid to admit this to yourself. Libra. You may find that people are violently stubborn today, so take care. Arguments can explode out of nowhere, so have your helmet ready for action. Think before you act and don't feel pressured into getting involved in something you don't feel comfortable with. Remember that it is always okay to just walk away. No one will win the boxing match, so don't even get in the ring. Scorpio. Today, you may feel like hiding yourself away in your ivory tower and watching the performance that is going on before your eyes. And why not, if this allows you to get the perspective you need on things. Use period in your life to give things their real value and to see where certain people actually fit into your world. You're a very lucky person to be able to find this kind of balance in your life. Sagittarius. You will find a clean page on today's agenda. You should try to think only about yourself today. That will allow you to ponder over your life and be at peace with yourself. Life will seem much more simple. This frame of mind will enable you, if so you desire, to solve issues with some of your personal ties. Capricorn. You have a great day in store for you, as getting away from it all seems to be in the air. You've wanted to do this for a while now. But what kind of trip are you actually thinking about? A trip around the world? Faraway horizons? Encounters with exotic people? An entirely new life? Or how about taking the first steps on a long voyage inside yourself? Whatever you do, pack your bags. Aquarius. Your mother and father, or another older couple whom you know quite well, could come to visit you tonight. This might start out to be a very pleasant visit. However, someone might bring up a subject on which the two people can't possibly agree, and a squabble could break out between them. You might be able to divert this before it happens, however. If you know when a touchy matter comes up, change the subject.